Hey guys, welcome to another video. My name's Morgan, and today I'm filming my August TBR, and maybe I'll just include my official July my July wrap-up. It consists of all of 2 books. Woo! I graduated last month and had family in town, and I'm working, and it's been crazy and hectic, but I'm very proud of my 2 books that I read. So I mentioned my last book. I read An Unfamiliar Duke by Sean Bessie. Fabulous book in her Georgian Gentleman series. And then I was able to finish Danger on the Lock by Paige Edwards. This was really great. I think this has been my favorite of her books so far. So this was really good. I think I gave this a 4-star. And Unfamiliar Duke I gave 5 stars. I really love that series. Anyway, so those were my 2 books for July. And we'll just get right into my August TBR. I will try and show you if it's in a series, the books that came before. I'm not gonna read all the descriptions on the back. I might give you a little bit of a explain a little bit about the book, but there's like 15 or 16 books, so I'm just gonna try and get this done kind of quick without going on forever. So first off, I've started into the Facing the Enemy, which is book 1 in the Roxbury Heir series by Paige Edwards. I'm on about chapter 13 so far, and it's pretty good. You follow Lady Elise Henderson, who is a daughter of a marquis in Scotland. And then in London, or in England, she's an MI6 agent, goes by Elise Taylor. So she's kind of got two different lives going on, and it's a lot of fun so far. So I'm excited to finish this. I have also jumped into another book. I think I'm having a hard time focusing on just one book right now because there's so many that I'm excited about that I'm having a hard time sticking to one, which is a little unusual for me. But I picked up Love and a Little White Lie by Tammy L. Gray. I had seen Oshina from Oshina Gonna Read 'Em All and Book Lover Amanda, both on their channels, had read this and talked about it and said it was really great, and so I thought I'd give it a try. I saw it at Barnes & Noble one day, and I was like, should I buy it? No. Oh well, I'll do it anyway. So I picked this up. I'm probably a couple chapters in, maybe 30-40 pages. I think I'm on chapter 6. Anyway, it's really cute so far, and I'm excited to continue with this one. And then another one which I had considered starting, I haven't started yet. I've read a couple of pages. I don't know. It's really good, and I'm really excited to actually get into it. But Edward and Amelia by Karen Thornell. This is her second novel. Then she's got a short little novella, which was really cute, Pursuing Miss Hall. But as far as I know, this is just a standalone. This girl is reluctant to have a season, doesn't want to participate, but has to, I guess. And she has a run-in with the Earl of Norwich. So Edward, who is the Earl of Norwich. And I think he has a bad reputation. I don't think he's a bad guy, but I think he's given himself a bad reputation. And I think it might be a forced marriage trope. Yeah, I think it might be. But I'm really excited for this one, and based off the first little bit, this is going to be a good book. So, and then because I love going to the library, not like I don't get enough books from work, but who doesn't love the library? So I picked up The Girl in the Gatehouse by Julie Klassen. This will be my 3rd book. I've read 2 of her books before. Not my favorite, but it's been a while. And yeah, it's been several years, and I think I've probably matured as a reader a little bit, so I wanted to give this another go. And this had been the book of hers that intrigued me the most, that I wanted to read. So I was excited to be able to have this available, so I picked it up. I think she says banished from the only home she's ever known. So I know she is, I think she's living on a relative's estate in the gatehouse, obviously. And I believe she's got like a maid or a companion or maybe a sister. She's got someone else, and she's trying to provide for the two of them. So she's secretly writing novels. And a captain, I think he's a Navy captain, maybe not, but he's a captain. Captain Matthew Bryant. So he comes and leases the estate, and he's the romantic interest, I believe. And I think it's just kind of, is he going to discover her secret and you know, her mysterious past and find out who she is? So anyway, I'm excited to get into that one. I don't really have any particular order I'm showing you these in, although I guess the next, I'm kind of trying to come from some of the older ones to some of the newer releases. But we have Dark Seas by Jerry Barman, which I think looks really interesting. This is World War II setting, and it's, oh, I don't remember too much, but this man, he's a captain. I think he becomes captain of one of the ships in the Navy, and his family, I think, has a company. They do like I think they radios. I think they build radios. Oh, military radios. Okay, and there's some like leaking going on, and they're worried that someone's passing along information. And so he's trying to figure that out, and I think he's trying to figure out if his family is involved. He's a little worried about that. And there's a Japanese American who I think is helping him. I think he's just a crew member. I think he's probably good with radios and technology and whatnot. But anyway, I'm excited for this one. World War II. I like World War II historical fiction, so there we go. This one, Beyond the Lavender Fields by Arlen Hawks. I think this is her second full novel as far as I know. I think she has several short stories, novellas, and I know because I have a couple of them on my Kindle. But I think this is just her second full novel. Her first one I loved. I loved it so much. It's called Georgiana's Secret. I don't know. It right here. So good. Isn't that a beautiful cover? Anyway, so after reading that, I was really excited for her next book. This is it. I got even an early copy, but I just haven't been able to get to it. This is set in, I think, during the French Revolution. Yeah, 1792. And I believe that our female character is a loyalist, and our male character is a revolutionary. So, both sides of the spectrum. They're, yeah, either sides of the conflict. So I'm excited. I'm excited for this one. I really enjoyed Arlen Hawks' writing so far. And I should mention, I read clean fiction. There may be a few things in some of these books, but so far all of these books, I'm familiar with most of the authors, and they write clean fiction. Okay, next book. A.L. Sowards, ooh. There we go, we'll hold it right there. Before the Fortress Falls. I don't know what, this is set during wartime. I don't know what war. It's set in the 1600s sometime in Vienna. I don't remember much about the premise of this book, but I have been excited. A.L. Sowards, from what I've read, has been really, really great. I know I have a couple friends who really enjoy her. After reading one of her books, I went and bought all of her other books. So you should try her out too. Anyway. Okay, and then one of my favorite authors is Sarah M. Eden, and she has a new series. It's the Gent series, and Forget Me Not is the first book, and then Lily of the Valley. I haven't read this yet, so this is book 2, and it follows Kester Barrington, who you meet in the first book, and I'm so excited because Sarah Eden, she connects a lot of her books she's got. Well, there's the Lancaster series and the Jonquil series, and Forget Me Not is about the parents of the Jonquil brothers. So it's, I don't know, it's related, his group of friends. I'm really excited. Gosh, yeah, and I haven't read that yet. It came out in April. I'm so behind, guys. Some of these books I think are from February and March. Anyway, here we go. So the next we have Games in a Ballroom by Gentry Flint. And I think, so Olivia Wilde, she, her father's insisting that she marry. She's kind of like, well, everyone that you're showing or that you say is you know, would be an appropriate match for me, I find boring. But here she goes. So she's in the season, but she's determined to enjoy the rest of her freedom, I guess, before she gets married. And she's got a childhood friend, Emerson Latham, and he wants to marry her, and so he has decided that he's gonna court her, but he has to do it in secret. And so he's kind of like, he's kind of courting her through, you know, games. He's like, hey, let's you know, kind of play some games, a couple of us and our friends. But that's his way of courting her, I think. It says the season kicks off. Emerson proposes a playful game of tag. So it's just kind of some of the games that they're playing throughout the season at various balls as Emerson tries to court Olivia. I think that sounds really fun. I love, look at this. They've got the little, the face cards, the games. I love it. And Gentry Flint, she's a new author. I think that's her very first book, at least that I'm aware of. She's new to me. Okay, so next, In Honor's Defense. I'm so excited. This is one of the books that is like my reward for finishing college. I've been waiting to get into this. So this is the third book in the Hanger's Horseman series, by Karen Whittemire. She's an auto-buy author for me, guys. I love her so much. She's got some really great Western romances. So the first books in the series is At Love's Command and The Heart's Charge. Fabulous. I love all of her books. I don't think I've been disappointed in anyone yet, and she's got several. I don't know if you can see it all the way down there. Oh, yeah. Okay. Right there. All those books. And over to the side. She's got several books, but anyway, I am so excited. Okay. Going back to Sarah Eden. She just it's a new release, but it's not a new release. Oh, look at this beauty. Best Laid Plans. Look at that. I love it. Look at the gold like foil. So pretty. So this book, it's just really short. It's a really thin one. It's a novella that the publisher decided to print because everybody loves Sarah so much. But this originally came out, I believe it was January of last year, January 2021. So it's not new, but it's new to paperback format. Anyway, so I've already read that one, and it's really cute. But that just came out yesterday. I didn't work yesterday, so I picked it up today. That's new. She's gonna have her first full book in that series released later. I think it's November. So anyway, I'm excited for that to be continuing. And then I just realized, I was sitting last night looking at my bookshelves and realized that there was a book on there that I hadn't read yet that was sitting with my read books. So, Choices of the Heart. This is, well, this is also a little short novella. You can just get this off of Amazon. But this is part of her Hope Springs, Longing for Home. Hope Springs. Longing for Home is the title of the first book. Anyway, this is a Western. It's set in Wyoming, and it's about this little town. The town is called Hope Springs, and it's about you. Starting off this series, the town was split because they called it the Red Road and the Irish Road. And you had Americans down one road, down the Red Road, and then all the Irish down the other road. And it was pretty well split up, and lots of animosity and lots of stuff going on. Town at war, basically, with itself. But it's such a fabulous series. And so this is a short little book about some of the side characters in there, and some new characters. So I'm really excited for that. I purchased this a while ago, and it's just been waiting for me to finish school. Okay. And then next, this also released yesterday, Tenuous Betrothal by Jen Geigel Johnson. Love it so much, guys. Look at this gorgeous cover. All of these covers, I feel like I'm spoiled with gorgeous covers. But this is the third book in her Royal Regency series, and this is about Prince Mark. So she's created a fictitious country called Oldenburg, and the royal family is who we follow. I think they have 6 or 7 sons. Like I said, that book follows Prince Mark. The first 2 in this series, we have A Foreign Crown, which follows Prince Leighton. I think he's the 4th or 5th son. I don't remember, I'd have to check. But this was a really cute story. And then Torn Allegiance, which is about Prince Hayes, and he is the crown prince. And so then Prince Mark, I think he's 3rd, 4th son, or maybe he's a twin. Anyway, it's really great series. I'm excited, can't wait. Okay, next, Have by Tracy Hunter Abramson. She's another favorite. I really love her. Dreams of Gold in her Dream's Edge series. Another one. I can't believe I haven't read this yet. It's been sitting in this spot right here. I pulled the series. I put it up there like I had read it, but I had not. I stare at it all the time at work. But this is an ice skating series. This pair, I'll show you. The first book is An Unlikely Pair, and you follow Amalia, who wanted to be a ballerina like her mother. Her mother was a ballerina in the Russian ballet. And that's, you have this is I was so excited. I won a limited copy. But this is about her parents, so her mom and her dad, who's a hockey player. So then you continue, and so she's been, you know, brought up with, you know, on the ice, but dancing, and lo and behold, she becomes an ice skater. So that's book 2, Dreams of Gold, and this came out February 2021, 22? 22. So this is this year. I'm not too far behind. Maybe. Okay. And then I only grabbed the first book in this series because this is book 6, but also by Tracy Hunter Abramson, Is Not Dead Yet. Can you see that? Oh, guys. Woo. Okay, here we go. Keep getting closer to the camera. This is book 6, I believe, in the Guardian series. I love this so much. So Tracy used to work for the CIA. And so, cool fact, all of her books have to be sent in to the CIA before they can be published. They have to approve them, that she's, you know, not publishing any secret history. But this is a really good one. The first one is called Fail Safe. And all the rest are up here. So you got Safe House is book number 2, Sanctuary, On the Run, and In Harm's Way. Fabulous series. Basically, everybody who is a guardian has had some threat to their life, and they've escaped it kind of temporarily. The threat is still out there and still exists, and they're only able to live still because they're in hiding. So basically, they kind of have to give up their life and pretend to be dead and live as somebody else and no contact with, you know, family, etc. So, oh, so fabulous. If you like a good suspense, some romance, action, check out this series for sure. And then we're getting down to it. Where Dreams Meet is a compilation. So there's 4 authors in here: Jennifer Moore, Renee Mackley, a new author to me. I haven't read anything by her. Carolyn Tweed Frank and Carla Kelly are all the contributors. So I think this is it's like a Western. Well, that's the vibe I get from the cover, but on the back it says it's, I don't know, we'll see. But this one looks good. I'm excited. Okay, and then last but certainly not least is The Dreaming Beauty by Annika Walker. This is, as you might be able to tell, it's a Sleeping Beauty retelling with a twist, I hear. And Annika's kind of got a series, like a princess, a fairy tale series going. So The Masked Baron is the other book in this series, and this is Beauty and the Beast. So Beauty and the Beast, Sleeping Beauty. Really excited. I've heard good things about so many of these books, and I can't wait to dive into them. But that's it. That's my August TBR. So thanks so much for watching. If you have any questions for me or about the books, you can leave them in the comments, and I'll try to catch those. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.